We've been updating you on investigations into failures at the Registry of Motor Vehicles, which resulted in 23-year-old Vladimir Zhukovsky crashing into a group of motorcyclists, killing 7 people in June. An internal review in the days after that crash discovered that the RMV ignored a series of out-of-state traffic violations for Zhukovsky, which should have caused his license to be suspended. The registrar of the department resigned. But as the review continued, it became clear the registry's problems went much deeper. Days later, Governor Baker announced that 540 other drivers should have been suspended too, because the team responsible for sorting through out-of-state alerts, the Merit Rating Board, stopped going through the mail long before the New Hampshire crash. And in September, we learned it was more than 5,000 drivers who should have been suspended. According to Grant Thornton, the firm the Baker administration brought in to investigate, quote, Massachusetts has had a long-standing policy of not prioritizing the processing of out-of-state notifications, spanning multiple administrations of the state's government's executive branch. But a second investigation being carried out by the State Joint Transportation Committee is still looking into what the Baker administration knew and when. Well, now, as the Boston Globe recently revealed, Grant Thornton is refusing to hand over dozens of interview documents with current and former state employees, some of whom were directly involved in the failures. So the firm hired by the state and paid for with taxpayer dollars is keeping key information from the people we elected to carry out oversight duties. Again, at least 7 people are dead because of the registry's gross negligence or possibly worse. But Grant Thornton claims the transcripts are, quote, working papers, which are confidential under the agreement signed with the Baker administration and need to be requested, quote, in the form of a subpoena, according to Grant Thornton's lawyer. But even Baker's office, Grant Thornton's client, wants the documents handed over, as the governor reiterated to us today on Boston Public Radio.
We're talking to Grant Thornton quite a bit about why we believe they should give this data to the committee.
So glad we're all on the same page. Well, everybody except Grant Thornton. And as for their claim that anyone who wants the documents needs a subpoena, Transportation Committee co-chair Bill Strauss told one of my colleagues today, quote, it would be superfluous for the legislature to file a subpoena for documents they're already entitled to receive, saying as he reads the contract, the RMV can designate anyone it wants to get the documents. So while Strauss said he was pleased by Baker's response, quote, at this point it would be time to turn those words into action by formally opposing through lawyers the legal position asserted by Grant Thornton. Because in the words of Donald Trump,
it's all about the transcript. Read the transcript.
We would all love to. So I implore the administration and the legislature to do whatever is necessary to get them.